You know, I'm really sick of having to clarify points of mine and others because people want to live in an echo chamber. What am I talking about? Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, of course, and Shang-Chi is the relevant topic right now because any criticism levied toward this movie, much like Black Panther, much like Captain Marvel, must, of course, be insert istphobe here because this movie was perfect, don't you know? What am I talking about? Let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, allow my monkeys to roll that footage. No, you know what? Let's get right into the video. Just play the fucking intro. You know, I wasn't sure where to start this video because I really didn't plan it out. I was just kind of reacting to some of the reactions to YouTube reactions to Shang-Chi, if that makes any sense to you. Now, of course, this movie is protected. This movie is guarded. This is basically, well, let's be honest. This movie copied Black Panther, Sip of Coffee for the Working Man. The entire fucking premise of the movie pretty much was they took Black Panther and they're like, insert Asians here. Now, I'm not knocking the character Shang-Chi at all. I didn't know anything about him really going into the movie. The only thing that I really knew about Shang-Chi were things that I learned from people like Eric July and just doing a little bit of research and, you know, other YouTubers that I watch that know the character. This is a D-list character, okay? D-list character. All right, no problem. First Asian superhero in the history of the world, right? Never been Bruce Lee, Jet Li, you know, any of those guys. There's never been an Asian superhero, never been an Asian action star.
You serious?
So this is absolutely hilarious. So we got this 68 whiskey writer and Marvel creator Dylan Park Pettiford. He hyphenates his name and he's a man. So
Gay!
Call Shang-Chi critics racist incelsies. Oh my god, how fucking original. It's like they haven't done this with, you know, Last Jedi, Captain Marvel, you know, any other movie that they wanted to protect.
Yada, yada, yada.
So let's just kind of briefly look through this. John F. Trent, the boys at Bounding into Comics. Dylan Park. In junior high, I got detention every day for reading, writing comics in class. Don't let folks kill your creativity. Do you, and don't apologize. Ryan Cannell, RK Outpost, big shout out to Ryan, says people sure are excited about the third worst opening in the weekend for an MCU film of all time, LOL. Almost like we were in the same spot for Black Widow opening weekend a few months ago, and that resulted in such a big box office disappointment for ScarJo, and she sued Disney. So, of course, this guy has to respond. Shang-Chi hit 90 plus million in North America. Just say you don't know what you're talking about and stay mad, dork. I love when people say that, stay mad. It's like, well, I wasn't mad. I just said, you know, I just kind of made a statement. Not really mad. You're the one that's mad because you chose to respond. And this is always what I don't get, is the second person in, like this Dylan Park. Like this guy obviously eats corn on the cob the long way. Anybody that gets mad and starts defending this and dies on this hill the way this guy does, he can probably pull a golf ball through 175 feet of garden hose, I would venture a guess to say. But he quote tweets and he shows all the box office from the MCU, you know, the opening weekend, and laughing at all the racist incels who were furious because Shang-Chi didn't flop. Cope losers. That's another thing. I got, somebody said to me that I was trying to debate with them and they're like, cope. I'm like, you're the one that sounds like you need to cope a little bit. Jesus, dude. Like, do you know how to formulate a cognitive sentence, or do you, you know, at least this moron uses punctuation and capitalization. So Ryan comes back and says, you shared a graphic that shows Thursday through Sunday, numbers that don't even include Black Widow and aren't adjusted for inflation, yet quoted a Thursday through Monday number for Shang-Chi. You're the one who clearly has no idea what you're talking about, you dumb fuck. And Dylan says, and you can see Ryan, 132 likes, 1 quote tweet, 9 retweets. Well, the only quote tweet was from this cuck, of course. Monday counts towards the opening weekend figures because it was a holiday weekend. Take a lap and try again when you're ready. Ryan says, no, it doesn't. You just looked up the chart. that was probably from 2019 because you don't want to really do any research. Don't worry, I helped your dumb ass out and showed you the real chart. You're welcome. Of course, you know, he shows this is it. Domestic, box office, international, and that's it. And I pulled up this thenumbers.com to look at that. And yeah, opening weekend, 75,388,608, 79.6% of total gross. This is the part where you stop trying. And then he crops out the part that doesn't fit what he's trying to say. So it's like pretty disingenuous on his part. This situation is funny. This is Black Panther and Captain Marvel all over again. Shang-Chi actor Simu Liu mocks critics for reporting on disastrous box office predictions. The joke's on him. It is the third worst opening in the MCU. Because the movie can still be good and not do well at the box office. You know what I mean? And look, if the movie was woke, I would have been the one to come out and said, hey, this movie's fucking woke. Now, did I think that there was a little bit with the sister? Yeah. But it wasn't enough to, like, ruin the whole movie. Did I fall asleep for about a minute during this movie? Yes, I did. Because the fucking backstory sequences, about 10 minutes of it could have been shaved out. You're saying that these people don't matter, these YouTubers that you're talking about, but you're validating them by acknowledging them. Quartering, Critical Drinker, Geeks and Gamers, Gary from Nerdrotic, Az from Heels vs. Babyface, Clownfish TV, Ryan Cannell, and World Class Bullshitters. These people, and I'm going to get to this image and how it pertains to these weirdo Marvel stans, sycophants that live in an echo chamber called the Marvel Cinematic Universe group on Facebook. A group I joined thinking it was just a place to go and talk about Marvel. No. It's a place where you have to lockstep or you're castigated, insulted, and called a racist, bigot, incel, hater, troll, neckbeard, chud. I want to read this part of the article right here. It says, it shouldn't come as a surprise that Liu would buy into the media spin about Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Liu has been actively taking part in the media spin by constantly lying about himself and the film. During a recent Ask Me Anything on Marvel Studios subreddit, Liu made the outlandish claim that he believed that people that look like him could only be the actor that gets beaten up by one of the main characters one day. That is a fucking idiotic statement, and Simu Liu was probably told to say that by one of these fucking woke-tard idiots at Marvel. He specifically stated, let's put it this way, in 2012 when I first started out, I thought that maybe if I worked really hard, I could be a guy that gets beaten up by one of the main characters one day. That was the pinnacle for actors that look like me. Really? So that was the pinnacle for Jet Li and Jackie Chan? That was the pinnacle for Bruce Lee?
Sheer fucking hubris.
Or the fact that
he was a retard.
You just need to hold your fucking L and sit down, dude. Your movie's okay. You're not Robert Downey Jr. But dude, just sit the fuck down and hold your L.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Your movie is not going to be like going down in the annals of history as some high art. It's not. Because it's not a first. You didn't break any glass ceilings. There's been Asian people in Marvel movies. There's never been a leading man yet, but there is, okay? But you're not the first Asian leading man ever. It says, before he did the AMA, Liu spoke with Total Film where he claimed that Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings means that kids growing up today will have what I didn't, which are characters that are aspirational and also reflect their lived experience. Liu was born in 1989. Bruce Lee's Enter the Dragon arrived in theaters in 1973. Jackie Chan was headlining multiple Rush Hour films in the late 90s and early 2000s. Jet Li played one of the most intimidating villains in Lethal Weapon 4, which was in theaters in 1998. Lee went on to play the lead role in the entertaining science fiction film The One in 2001. Ken Watanabe plays Katsumoto, one of the most inspirational characters in The Last Samurai, a film that came out in 2003. Watanabe also played Saito in Inception and Dr. Ishiro Serizawa in the recent Godzilla films.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
75 million opening weekend, buddy. That's the opening weekend, 75 million. Simu Liu did the right thing by calling out these YouTubers, because let's just face it, they aren't critics. They're just hating and trolling. But it's great the film's performance silenced them, and I hope the second weekend drop isn't too bad. Hopefully, I thought we can see more actors calling these people, because they can't stay silent forever. A bunch of more multi-million-dollar actors punching down at people with webcams and computers. There's people in our community that like different things. Like me. I'm not one of these people that fucking hated the movie. It was, for me, it's like Thor the Dark World. It's there. Will I watch it again? I'll probably watch it when it drops on Disney Plus, so I can watch it with my kid. The movie didn't offend my senses. Like I said, it was just there. It's Asian Black Panther. It's not high art. The lead actor is a clueless fucking just shell of a human being who says what he's told to say, much like every other adult pretender that works for Marvel. You know, they spew the talking points and, you know, the political things that they're told to say by these woke fucks at Marvel. And they are woke. Was this movie overly woke? No, but it had instances of it. Not enough to make me say, oh my God, but I didn't even think Captain Marvel was really that woke. It was the marketing leading up. And that's what these idiots misconstrue when we criticize these things. So let's look at these genius comments here. Jorge says, the same group of morons who also said that Captain Marvel will flop. Racism 3.0. Oh no, the Critical Drinker world-class bullshitters don't like it. However, will we enjoy Marvel? Critical Drinker wasn't even that hard on. I didn't watch his whole review, but keep consuming, piggies. At least one of these YouTubers peed in his basement. Okay, so somebody that says something like this always hides behind fake profile pictures. I'm just saying. They don't put themselves out there because they're usually bitch made. First off, I love how engaged Simu Liu is with the franchise and the fandom and his smart-ass and confident personality. Secondly, I realized a while ago some of the fandom YouTubers are bitter contrarians who crap on things to get views for their videos, enjoy things and don't get dragged down by their hatred. This is Colin. I love that Simu Liu tweeted Marvel about Asian superheroes years ago. Now look at him. Don't refer to them as a fandom, please. If they're hating something, how can they be a fan of it? Only channel I watch who gives honest feedback is New Rock Stars.
So long, gay boys!
I went tonight to watch the film with my girlfriend. There, our survey showed that was a lie. We loved it, as we do all the Marvel things other than Captain Marvel, so yeah, fuck the haters. And then somebody says, you are a hater? You can't criticize any of it. They eat themselves. Look at, why are you so mad? LMAO. You said you loved every film but Captain Marvel. What else is that supposed to mean? Same bunch of hateful YouTubers attacking Brie Larson. Bunch of racist, misogynist pigs. You're like fucking 10 years old, kid. Sit the fuck down. Go at your hot pockets and shut up. YouTubers are pieces of shit anyways. I'm not excited to see it because villains are my favorite part of the movie. Mandarin is a badass villain. They've muted him twice unless his sister's going to be the Mandarin for Ironheart. Oh my God. Marvel productions are trash. Clearly I've never watched my own stream. Now let me hype up how much I don't care about it. Just watch New Rock Stars and their awesome Marvel content.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie. Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
This is Here's Somebody. I'm surprised he hasn't got attacked. We'll see how much money it makes a second week before doing a victory lap. I may go see it, but things like this are convincing me to wait for Disney Plus. Congrats on being the third lowest grossing MCU opening film, I guess. One of the best villains in the MCU. Holy shit. Maybe they're anti-Asian. Holy shit. Here we go, right here. This is gonna be good. So, if someone reviews a movie that you enjoy and says it's bad, they're a hater. And of course, not exactly what this is. From what I can tell, these videos were all predictions about how it would fail and would be bad even before it came out. Did you watch any of them? I watched The Critical Drinker because he's funny, but basically, he said a lot of the momentum is slowed down from the Infinity Saga plus the COVID stuff, and that this may not be the right character to kick off Phase 4. I haven't taken time to watch them. No, I was going off thumbnails. A couple of them look like genuine observations. Others look like people view farming. If I'm wrong, and you or someone else has watched all the ones pictured, please let me know. And this guy, The Critical Drinker, is funny. LOL. You say, with somebody with no profile picture, of course. Haters, if you check the channels in question and back up, they're pretty much all predicted it would fail. These people are just, like I said, this is just insanity. It's ridiculous how it's a trend to hate things now, even from people who've never seen it. YouTubers are the worst. Oh, okay, so this guy right here, this Micah Goodwin character. Yeah, let's go over here. Oh, single. What a surprise, Micah. What a surprise. So there you have it, folks. The weirdos, the sycophants, they're out. They're just saying that if you don't bow at the altar of Shang-Chi, you're anti-Asian, you're racist, you're a bigot, you're a neckbeard, you pee in your basement, and how dare you levy any criticism towards this work of fucking art, you fucking plebs. This movie is simply average. Just because the normies flock out to see it doesn't make it good. Like I said, and I've said this a million times, people spent money on pet rocks and Ford probes en masse. And did that make those quality products? No, it did not. I don't need to go on. You guys know where I'm going with this. Big shout outs to all the YouTubers who covered this and have been, in the trenches, fighting this good fight for our culture, our modern mythologies, and everything all along. I'm proud to be one of those. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Is Simu Liu just a bitter, whiny fuck who's not even aware that he's not breaking any glass ceilings? He may be the first Asian lead in a Marvel superhero movie, but he's by far not the first Asian lead in a movie, an action movie, or even close to being one of the most talented. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. If today's the day I've earned it, please subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. Ding that bell for notifications. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you slap that like button. I'm Tepukuyan of the Place to Be Reviews. I've been here with all of yous. If I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. We'll catch you on the next one. And remember, it's always better to burn out than fade away, or be a bitch who lives in an echo chamber.